What's up, with you? Timmy's here. With the new SpongeBob film coming out this week, Search for SquarePants, I decided to go ahead and do my top 10 favorite Nickelodeon Theatrical anime movies. You know, Nickelodeon animated films that went to the big screen. These are only animated films, so don't expect Good Burger to be on this list. These are strictly animated films. One of these days I'll do like a live action list someday. But here is my official top 10 favorite on my top 10 favorite Nickelodeon big screen animated films. All right, coming in at number 10 might be a little weird to say, but number 10 is Paw Patrol the Mario movie. I could have gone with the first film, but I really had a fun time with the sequel. I'm sorry. I know it's weird for a grown man to even talk about Paw Patrol, but I just saw that second one, and that movie is actually maybe because it's superhero stuff, probably. But I had a fun time with that one. If you guys don't know much about it, it's where like the Paw Patrol pups gain superpowers when a familiar villain tries to steal the meteor energy here. And I really quite like some of the superhero aspects. Definitely has a little bit of that weird Incredibles feel to it. I'm really curious to see how the third one's going to be. That one's supposed to have dinosaurs. Cool there. But yeah, this thing actually wasn't so bad. All right. Coming in at number 9 is Doug's first movie. Now, obviously, this is the Doug based on the anime series on Nickelodeon. I used to like Doug. I mean, Doug was awesome. Where like Doug navigates middle school anxiety, first love, friendship when a mysterious monster is rumored to live in near the Bluffing Ton. And yeah, Doug's first movie is pretty. It's been a while since I've seen it, and actually it's been a while since I've seen the Doug show in general. But yeah, I used to always love Doug. It's definitely. To be honest, I was always more of like a Doug person more than a SpongeBob kid. Believe it or not. But yeah, the Doug movie definitely is a really fun one. It is really charming. I always lots of fun to have with it, and I would love to see a Doug revival one of these days. But who knows? All right. Coming in at number 8 is Rango. Of course, this movie actually won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature. I guess it's actually the first Nickelodeon movie to win Best Animated Feature at the Oscars, believe it or not. So, good on it. But Rango is a really good one, to say the least. It's directed by Gore Verbinski, who you might know directed stuff like The Ring, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Cure for Wellness, many others. And it's about this lonely chameleon, voiced by Johnny Depp, who becomes a sheriff off a dusty desert town plagued by corruption and war sources here. And it's a really nice, fun one. The voice talent is pretty decent. It's really the animation is really cool. I mean, if you guys never seen it, it's a really good one there. All right, number 7 is Hey Arnold the movie. Hey Arnold was another one I used to always get kicked out of as a kid here. Where like, of course, the movie version came out in 2002, where Arnold and his classmates try to save their neighborhood from being demolished by a powerful developer. And along the way, Arnold uncovers like a secret that could stop the project here. While like Haga struggles with her hidden feelings and loyalty to her community, and so yeah, Hey Arnold the movie is a really decent one. I've always got kicked out of this one at times. They did do a sequel like a couple years back. I think back in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. The sequel's not as great as the first, but that actually went straight to Nickelodeon, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, the Hey Arnold movie still holds up. I would love to see a Hey Arnold revival one of these days. Who knows if that will ever happen? But the Hey Arnold movie is a really good one if you guys have seen that. All right. Coming in at number 6 is the Wild Thornberrys movies, where Eliza Thornberry, who can talk to animals, learns her gift may be taken away from her after she's reveals into like a save into save a chimpanzee when a group of chimps is captured by poachers here. And it's a really fun one, of course, obviously based on the anime show from like the 90s. The Wild Thornberry movies is fun. It's entertaining. It's really charming. Has lots of heart to it. I mean, I've always got kicked out of Wild Thornberries, both the movie and the show. There, that's another show they should come back with. But anyway, All right, number five is The Adventure of Tintin. Now, of course, this was directed by Steven Spielberg and based on a very popular book. And I used to always like the stop motion animation they use in this, where like a young reporter named Tintin and his dog are swept away into a globe-trotting mystery involving a model ship hidden treasure here. And Tintin is a really fun one. Great voice sounds. You got Jamie Bell, Daniel Craig. Who else is in this one? Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. Some really fun voice talents. It's entertaining and it's a really good one there. Where, why they never done a sequels is still beyond me. All right, number four, the one of the first anime movies to get nominated for Best Picture, by the way, and that is Jimmy Neutron. You know, this movie actually got nominated the same year that Shrek and Monsters Inc. got nominated. Obviously, Shrek won. This was actually the first the time where like they introduced the animation category, and of course, Jimmy Neutron was that. Of course, about a young inventor Jimmy Neutron who finally gets his wish for freedom when all of the adults in town are abducted by aliens. And yeah, Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, like obviously not my favorite anime film that year. That obviously will go to Shrek, but still, Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius is still a really fun one. It is an entertaining one. You know, loads of fun scenes in this. I mean, it's just such a really good one. And of course, they this actually they did a TV show afterwards as well. So there's that. All right. Coming in at number three is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem. Now, of course, this is actually a recent one on this list, where like the turtles attempt to live like normal teenagers, while secretly protecting New York City when they uncover like a dangerous mutant threat tied to a mysterious villain here. And Mutant Mayhem is a really good one. It definitely has lots of charm to it. It is fun here. You know, of course, we do got another one coming out in 2027, so can't wait for that. But yeah, Mutant Mayhem. I mean, now I do not have the live action ones on this list because that's technically live action, not animated. So Mutant Mayhem obviously is a good one here, and can't wait for part two when that comes out. All right, number two is the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Now, of course, this one came out all the way back in 2004, where like King Neptune's crown is stolen and Mr. Krabs is framed for the crime. And so SpongeBob and Patrick sets out on a journey to Shell City to save Bikini Bottom. And you do have a fun cameo by David Hasselhoff. Like the scene where SpongeBob and Patrick are riding David Hasselhoff is just always fun to watch. I mean, I'm not really like the world's again. I'm not the world's biggest. I was never the world's biggest SpongeBob kid. Like I was always more into like Hey Arnold or Fairy Odd Parents back in the days. But SpongeBob was still a pretty cool show here. And obviously, SpongeBob came out on the made its debut on the big screen in 2004, and the movie still holds up. Obviously they will go on to do a couple of other ones. We have a new one coming out this week. So nothing like that original SpongeBob movie. It's still a fun one. And my number one favorite Nickelodeon big screen anime film is Rugrats the movie. I could have gone with Rugrats in Paris, but I'm going with that first Rugrats movie. Like, who did not remember having the orange videotape? Come on, who did not love that orange videotape, right? I mean, Rugrats, obviously, Rugrats was, before SpongeBob fame and stuff like that, was so popular back in the 90s. And so, obviously, they ended up, giving the Rugrats the big screen treatment and a well-deserved one. This time, like, obviously, the movie version is where Tommy Pickles' world is turned upside down when his baby brother, Dill, is born. And he, teams up with Chucky, Phil, and Lil to return Dill to the hospital, but their plans go wrong when like the base ends up lost in the woods, and they have to like learn responsibility, family, growing up, and stuff. And I just always love the Rugrats movies. They are just really adorable. They are fun, entertaining ones, and who just doesn't love the Rugrats movies, right? Obviously, they did do that Rugrats revival, which actually wasn't as great as the anime one, but it was okay, I guess. But nothing beats the Rugrats movies. Like, who doesn't love the Rugrats, right? But that's pretty much it. Here is my quick rundown. Number 10, Paw Patrol, the My movie. 9, Doug's first movie. 8, Rango. 7, Hey Arnold, the movie. 6, the Wild Thornberry movie. 5, Adventure of Tintin. 4, Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius. 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. 2, SpongeBob SquarePants the movie. And number 1, Rugrats the movie. Now, I could have also included a couple of the sequels, like, the SpongeBob sequel. I've also could have included, like, the Rugrats sequels and stuff. Rugrats in Paris, Rugrats Go Wild, Sponge Out of Water. Now, not really gonna include. I did not really include Sponge on the Run because that movie barely went to theaters because it really got messed up because of the pandemic. So that's obviously why that ain't on my list. But anyway, let me let you guys. What are some of your favorite Nickelodeon movies that came to the big screen? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy Sire.